Next, I want to show you how to use window configurations. If we go up here to Window, under Configurations, we can choose the window configuration list. That opens this up. Now, right now, we don't have any set up. So let's set one up. Go over here and choose New Configuration. There's a few different options here. Let's start with the first one. Window Layout. And let's not choose this box yet. With it chosen this way, this window configuration is going to save the size, location, and the order of the windows that are currently set up. So right now, we're looking at the Edit window. So let's name it Edit. Hit OK, and we have one set up. Now let's open the Mix window. And now let's save this. New configuration. It goes to number 2, and we'll name this Mix. Now let's open the MIDI editor over here, and we'll save this one. Number 3, we'll name it MIDI. So now we have 3 set up, and we can choose them from here. Edit window, Mix window, MIDI window. Let's make one more. Let's go to Windows and choose the big counter, Automation, Memory Locations, Color Palette, Undo History, and System Usage. And let's name this window Miscellaneous, because there's a bunch of windows here. Now the only things being saved here is the windows that are open and where they are. None of the settings within them. Like the Edit, Mix, MIDI, Miscellaneous. Now if we move this over here and resave it or update it, it's going to be saved there. Go to another one and back, it's back over there. We could save it again right here. Update Miscellaneous, and it's saved there. So this setting is just for the windows that are open and where they are. Now to recall this without having the window configurations window open, we could do it with numbers, like we did with our memory locations, but the numbers are a bit different. Instead of doing decimal, the number, and decimal, we'll do decimal, the number, and asterisk, all on the numerical keyboard. So if we do decimal 1 asterisk, it goes to Edit. Decimal 2 asterisk is Mix. Decimal 3 asterisk is MIDI. And decimal 4 asterisk is Miscellaneous. Now we could also update it by doing decimal, the number, and plus. So let's move this over here again. Hit decimal, 4, and plus. That opens it back up with 4 as our number. Hit OK. And we resaved it. Go back to 1 and back to 4. And it's saved over there. We could put it back. Decimal 4 plus. Save it. And now it's saved there. Now, if we want to save the settings that are in each window, we'll add a checkbox to this. Let's delete these for now. Go back to Edit. And let's change the stuff up here. Right now, everything is open. Let's make it simpler. Minimal. Get rid of the meters. Let's move things around. Hold down Command on the Mac, Control on the PC. We can move things around to a different order. Let's save it like that instead. Go to New. We'll name it Minimal and change it over here to include the settings for the window. Hit OK. And now it's saved. Let's go back to the way it was before with everything open, all, and let's resave number 1. Dot 1 plus. Add the checkbox. Now it's saved like that. Go to 2. It's like that. Go to 1. It's back to that. So the settings are saved for this window. Let's try a few other things. Let's go to our mix window and save it like this. Mix, and include the settings. Now let's change things around. Let's get rid of our sends and the delay compensation. But let's bring in the second set of inserts. So now we're seeing both inserts, but no sends. Let's save that as inserts. And again, it's checked off to include the settings. Now for the next one, let's get rid of the inserts. And let's just see the sends. A through E and F through J. Now let's save that as sends. And finally, let's view the sends and inserts. But because it takes up too much room, let's get rid of our faders. And let's add the delay compensation. And let's save this as inserts and sends. And now again, we could choose this with the key commands. Decimal 3 asterisk. Decimal 4 asterisk. 5 and 6. So it's a quick way of seeing many different settings without having to go over here and choose them one by one. Want to see the normal mix window? Want to see just the inserts, just the sends, and both without the faders. Now let's take a little break before we go to window configurations part 2.